Good evening, Maat van Stam here with another episode of my live streaming. Let's bring that a bit out of sight and put some music on. Late already again. I had to reboot a couple of times because my system was failing. Also need to boot my live coding thingy first. Because that was also failing. Let's quickly check if all the streams are running. YouTube is up, Twitch is up, and let's see if the chat is working. Twitch and YouTube coming in, that's okay. And set Twitter to recording. Back to screen. There's so much things you have to take into account doing this. Yeah, let's bring up the code window here. So with Fish Studio coming up next week, November 9, Fish Studio 2022 will be released, and for that we are going to have a look at hot reloading while we are doing some things with the website. Let's see if we can get that to work, because it just did not work. Data repos. 2021. I think I have to copy this first. Copy this and let's rename this. Copy it all over because I was quite confused with all the versions that I had running. I hope this is the latest one, and I also need to put them in GitHub because I'm getting lost with all my local releases. Don't hit my microphone. Let's bring on the auto cue. Oh, there's no display there. Yes, there's display. You don't see it, but I can. Adjust the window a little bit. And it did copy now. Let's try to open it not with 2020 and 2019, but with 2022. Let's see if it's working now. Yes, I think it's working now because the editor was just not working just before the stream. So let's have a look here. So let's try the hot reload thing. There's a hot reload thingy there, and there's an arrow next to it, but that's only active if you have a light up icon, I think. So let's run this. That will bring up the debugger. In the browser side, but now you see it's highlighted. should go not over the chat. The menu is still a mess. That's something we need to fix also for today. Let's find hello soft testing software. Hello soft testing software. There it is. Let's make that good evening. Save. And let's see. Oh, almost my water down. What you see is that it's changed here, but it's not here. But if you have the hot reload button, and it's doing nothing. Unless I reload it here. And that's also not working. That's interesting. Settings. Enable hot reload and edit. Continue while debugging. I am debugging now. Enable hot reload when starting without debugging. Apply hot reload on save. That's even better. But still it doesn't work. So let's bring that back, revert it. Save. Close this again. Does it say something about my hot reload here? More than 5,000 rules. Okay. Hot reload. Ignoring bootstrap. Stopped it. Well, let's try again. A good start is always great. Run it again. Hot reload is now burning. So what I turned on just now was, let's put it side by side a little bit. If I change this, come on, my mouse is stuck. Good night. Save it. That's not working. Even that's not working. Is it working if I recompile? Let's do that again. Now it's good night, but now it's not linked. I think I need to specify a browser link or something. Hello. So look at this. Restart application, hot reload to final save. That's on right now. Learn more about hot reload. Getting started. To try hot reload in Studio using debugger, download and install Studio 2019. I have 2022. Open supported project type. I thought the project type Blazor was actually supported. Ctrl-Shift-I. From cache. Hot reload not working. Why is it doing this in Bing? Debugging. Enable SAML hot reload. It's not SAML. Can we start using Google here? Oh, my cookies. Hot reload not working. Blazor. This is kind of new. It's currently preview 3, but it's 6. How is that 6? .NET 6 preview 3. Yeah, it's closed due to no activity. Initial .NET Hot Reload support. Support.NET is now available ASP.care Blazor project using .NET Watch. .NET Hot Reload applies code changes to running app without restarting it or without losing app. I thought also the option to do this with Ctrl F5. Let's see how Ctrl F5 is running. Hot reload. CSS hot reload is enabled. That's enabled, but it's grayed out. That's enabled. And that's enabled. So let's do this with Control F5. Let's see how that's... what's the browser that started here? Control F5. Good evening. Save. There you are. Control F5 is working. Let's try again with F5. Debug properties. Development. Enable hot reload, that's on. IP URL, that's in there. So let's try again. Will it also reflect if we make changes to the style sheet? Yes, it should be. And the reason for that, I'm mentioning that, is we still have this open. Let's see in here. We have hot reload. This mentions a CSS hot reload enabled. Let's see if we can make that to work later on. Hello. Save. So this is not working while you're debugging. But there is also the option to go in here. Let's see if we first need to stop it then. This one. .NET watch. Now it says hot load enabled for a list of supported edits. Now it's loading this one. But is that attached to this then? Good night. No. Yeah, it is. There you are. But now, if I want to do something with code, go to the video page. Let's see. Is there code? No, there's no code in here. Do we have one with code? No. So if I copy, I think I have a file from an existing older repo, like in here maybe, pages, counter, copy that and bring that over to this project. Just paste it in here. Oh, already exists. Oh, that's even easier if we change the navigation. Where's the nav menu? This one. To counter. And there's a typo in there. Save. Let's see if we need to rebuild it. There's a counter there. There's a counter. Is there code in there? Yes. So if we do the click me thingy, there's 1, 2, 3. And if I increment with plus equals to 2. Save. Now it's adding 2 more. So why is there differentiation between this hot reload and the other one? Oh, and why is my title wrong? I did it again. That's not nice. I probably even had the wrong starter title for the stream. Yes, that's also wrong. That's not right. That's incorrect. Let's quickly fix that as well. Copy the title from Twitch. Copy and change that in here. So if we now go back to the starter title, that's much better. So that's let's see if we have something in the style sheet that we can change. Style sheet, where's style sheet? In here. App. Jumbotron. There's not really well, this is the text color, I think, from the menu. Is it? I don't know. Footer there. Let's try that to copy this for a moment. And make that background 0, 0. Okay, make that nice red. Go in here and save. Something happened, but not in the footer. What if I reload it? What was it? Green? That's not the right color for the background. But this doesn't work. Oh, yeah. White, red. Make this blue. That's not working for this. Or maybe it's not the footer. Let's see if this is overruled by something. Ctrl-Shift-I. Doesn't really. It's a footer. It is a footer, but it's not a class footer. What happens if we put something there? Let's find copyright. That's Bootstrap Twitter. That's not from mine. Do you have some things that's not from the CSS? There's copyright in the text, isn't it? Where's the website? There. Oh, there's no copyright. It's just a copyright sign. All rights reserved. Let's look for all rights reserved then. All rights reserved. Footer. Will that work? No. That doesn't work either. I would think it would apply to all footers. I'm pretty sure that the Jumbotron, if you refresh this is green. That's this graysy color, I think. Now you notice it was changing. Let's prove this by just taking the image out. Save it. There you notice that CSS also hotly reloading right now. But this is done with .NET Watch. That's somewhat different. So let's try this with, if you're just styling. Let's do this with Ctrl F5. Now it's red, blue. You don't even have to save it. Orange. that's interesting. Is that's not related to file save setting? Because if I disable this again, then purple immediately changed. Pink. Yep. White. Yeah. So why is the HTML not changed, or the Blazor, if you do F5? Let's first bring the image back and make this white, because I can even leave it alone again, and then it's gray. Bring the image back. This is so ugly. Let's first Google for hot reload Blazor not working on F5. Live reloading is not working on 5.1. Whenever I change HTML content, it's not updated in the browser. I tested using Chrome, pressing F5, cache disabled, and debug mode. Is a window anyhow? Just checking, make sure. Can you run the app visitor by Ctrl F5, then make HTML, save it, go back to the browser and refresh again? Same problem. Ctrl F5 didn't solve it. With mine it did. Did you wait after the change? As I have found, sometimes it takes a long time to recompile the files. Any errors show up in the browser console? Just found out that when I add a line below in the project, it works when I press F5. But I have to execute the project using command line.net what's run. Auto rebuild should work out of the box. Create the default Blazor project, Ctrl F5, edit some text, reverse the browser. Expect to see the change. Actually, you don't see the change. Is that correct? No, on my side that was working. Can use auto rebuild, Blazor live reload. How to set up? Set up. Can use you can use auto rebuild. The package Razor component preview. But that's all, I think. manipulation. That's not in there. Let's see what I have in my startup. Where is my startup? I'm missing my startup. Let's do some testing here. Make directory 2021 11 21 11 02. That's today. Let's go into the prompt there. .NET new Blazor wasm name test. Ah. Test. There's a project in there, test. Well, I do need to open that with Fish Studio 2022. Open that with 2022 preview. That should give the same thing with the counter. Like here, 9. Let's test this. Complete new project. It's loading a complete different port number. Let's bring that side by side. Where's the chat window there? Counter. Now it's breaking already. F5. Now let's do some changes here. Plus A equals to 5. So increment with 5. There's a thingy there. Quick actions. Yeah. I don't need a quick action right now. Let's save it and see what happens. Still 1. Auto reload. Still 1. So that's not working. The other way around, if we do this with Ctrl F5, Ctrl F5, counter, F5, obviously, because that's from the start. Make that plus plus again. Save. And we get something in the output. It's not set to save. That's for starters. Save. Now it did do something. But this is Control F5, I think. Yeah. Plus equals 2. Save. Now you see the hot reload reloading. Steps from 2. Indeed. Interesting, there's a hamburger menu there. Well, that's unrelated to this, obviously. Plus 1. Save. So Control F5 is working, but F5 is not. In debug. Let's do that in debug. Hot reload. Visual Studio 2022 F5. Let's read a little bit on this, because we need to learn the facts first. Today we are excited to, and this is 25th of May, so nothing more recent. Dev blogs. Hot reload. Earlier this year we announced the .NET Hot Reload, an ambitious project to bring Hot Reload to as many .NET developers as possible. We started this journey with the first preview available for Studio 2019 and promised a lot to come for Studio 2022, where the full experience would ship. I'm excited to use this blog to update you on the progress towards the goal and the wonderful features are coming November 8th. That's next week. Monday, maybe? Next week Monday, when we hit our general availability release. For anyone new to Hot Reload, as a quick introduction, the Hot Reload experience in Studio works both managed .NET and native C++ apps. Fun fact, we did not originally plan to support C++ in the first release, but we got there. Regardless of the type of app you're working on, our goal to Hot Reload is to save you as many app restarts between edits and as possible. Basically, it's started years ago with the edit and continue option. Making you more productive, reducing the time spent waiting for apps to rebuild, restart, and navigate to the previous location where you were in the app itself, etc. We accomplish this by making it possible for you to edit your application code files and apply the code changes immediately to the running application, also known as Hot Reload. If you want to see some live demos of this feature, you can check out one of these videos. ASP.NET Community Stand-Up, June 8th. .NET Desktop Community Stand-Up, September 23. Yeah, that takes an hour, guys. Afraid we don't go watching this. How about Hot Restart? I have to look at that in his own time. In our own time. For the rest of the blog, we'll deep dive in what's new since original announcement. Support app frameworks such as where Hot Reload can be used. Improvements. Supported app frameworks, and that should be when using Studio 2022 and starting your app with a debugger. The basic Hot Reload experience works for most .NET apps and frameworks. That includes .NET Framework, .NET Core and .NET 5 for both C#, VB.NET. The types of apps that are supported within include web, code behind changes, desktop, mobile, cloud, other project types. The key rule here is if you're using the debugger, assume Hot Reload is available. And I'm using the debugger, so that's not fair. This means that apps not targeting .NET 6, 5 or below will not support the no debugger scenario. But we notice that the debugger scenario, the no debugger scenario works. When using 2022 .NET 6 app, most applications are supported. This is not limited to simply no debugger. It also includes support for types as MAUI and Blazor and general editing, Blazor files and CSS. Hot Reload in ASP.NET apps also includes minor optimization in additional app frameworks using Studio 2022. Visual Studio 2022 when using the debug. When you Visual Studio 2022 and starting the app with the debug, hot reload works with most app frameworks, including typical console, blah blah blah. This means that even projects such as Azure Functions will grade in this scenario. Blazor apps, WebAssembly with a star. In Visual Studio 2022, general availability release hot reload support for Blazor WebAssembly when using the Studio debugger isn't enabled yet. Okay. You can still get hot reload if you start your app through Visual Studio without the debugger, and we are working on resolving this to the next Visual Studio update. So it's in fact what we read here is that it's working through not using the debugger. So what we're seeing is correct. It's currently not enabled to do in F5. Hot reload on save. Also added the improved root edit dialog. CSS hot reload. It's now possible to change CSS while the app is running and chill while changes will be applied immediately to running app as you type. As you type, that's what we saw. Editing a Razor file will now automatically refresh changes in your web browser when debugging. This was previously only available when starting the app without the debugger. This is somewhat contradictory to what we see above. .NET Watch. Based on the community feedback, bring back the .NET Watch. They first took out .NET Watch. We're not releasing the auto reload as a feature of .NET Watch tool, and that was reverted due to heavy demand. Okay, let's leave that for what it is. Apparently, we need to control F5 here. This is the test application, I think. Yeah, it's called test. Don't save. Another thing I want to try here is if I do something like git status will fail because there is nothing here. Git init, git status, everything is new now. Git commit initial commit. Oh, git add status. Now all is green. Git commit. And there's also git thing that's not visible here now. But you don't want to only do git init, but you also want to start with git ignore. Searching Google for Google. Git ignore .net start. Let's do .net. Default.NET Core project git ignore file. I think it's just git ignore. .NET new help. New. List the templates. .NET new list L. There it is. And that's something from Git, I think. Let's add the Git in here. There, .NET git ignore file. Short name git ignore. Test .NET new git ignore. There's the .NET git ignore file. Git status. Let's first check if git ignore should be in there. Repos. Let's have a look at the old one here. There's git ignore. What's in the git attributes with Notepad? Or at least git ignore should be in the root folder. And it should be a README file. Git commit. Add git ignore. Git boost does not work because we don't have a remote, I think. Yeah. So what if github.com Let's have a look at the chat. Chat still visible. New repository. Soft as in software. Create repos name. How about Cuddly Sniffle? Optional. Soft as in software. Landing web. Public. Oh, add git ignore. Choose which files not to track. Choose a license. Let's make this public. Add a readme. We will bring that in from remote, but choose a license. Too many choices. What's the other one? We have a look at, for instance, this one. Is there a license in here? There. MIT based on Microsoft policy. Permissions: commercial use, modification, distribution, private use. License and copyright notice. This is mine, by the way. Let's see the original. I guess it's the same. Copyright 2015 Office Developer. Granted free of charge to any person obtaining copy. warranties and disclaimers, blah blah blah. Do you like licenses as well? Let's make that MIT. This will set master as your default branch. Change the default name in your settings. Let's create this. You can always throw it out again. That's me. Same thing, I think. Well, if you want to use it, you can always discuss with me. Software in software landing page. Where's my thingy there? Code. So now do this. Copy that. Pretty sure there are better ways to do this. Repos 2021-02. We can now remove that. I think it's still open here somewhere. Yeah. Git clone. There you are. Software in software. Now go in here. Put it to the left and open a new one. I think we have still opened this open. This is called web. Find for, search for soft as in software web. Yeah, there you are. One, two, 3, 4, 5. That looks good. Let's see if it still works. Let's do Control F5. Still works. Save, close this. Let's close all these windows. Let's leave this open. Leave that open. Repos, let's start all over again. 2029, 21. I think it's this one. This was not renamed. The file did not rename. Did we change it in here? Could not be opened. Let's have a look here. $2019, come on guys. What are we, in Stone Age? No, this is not going to work. Because this one, for instance, does not know about global usings. Stop it. Question is, if I do control and I do uninstall Visual Studio, (2019). With the risk of breaking everything, well, don't do this in the stream. Never learn about it. Open with 2022. Already 1 hour and 15 minutes in. Bing! I think this is one with the images and faces. True. The ML.NET model builder is now an update available, but we are not going to do that right now. So in here, there should be let's quickly go to GitHub again. Let's see how this was done with my organizations. SDN code, SDN cast. We also have an MIT in here. Yeah. And VS Code, Git attributes. Git ignore. This is where the solution is. That's the source. Assets, what's in assets? BSD. BSD. PostScript. Photoshop. Yeah, that's my friend Fanny Reinders. Let's go in here. Let's rename this software web. Oh, I still have it open, so that will fail. This one is old, I think. Root. Yeah, this one is really old. That can go. To be sure that there's no confusion. This one, did I close it? Repos, yeah. Let's rename this. That's in software web. There's a new one in here, I think, somewhere. We also have an old one. Oops. Oh, I actually like naming this like this. Timing. What's in timing? Stopwatch. Stopwatch. Is that for testing the load time, maybe? Open with Notepad. Web there. So what if I rename this the same like this one? Source. That's not allowed. So that's interesting. So what happens if we clone this? 2021-11-02-2 cmd git clone this one. That's quick. Let's rename it like this. Yeah. There's solution file. And there's source. There's another one. Oops. There's another project. So this looks like coding convention. So the repo is called this one. Can we do the same? Let's duplicate this one. Go to my repos. And can we rename this? Settings. Soft as in software.com. Rename. We can change that later on. Now set a folder. Folder in the folder. That same in here. This is the repo. Then you get all of these things. These and these. No, this one. All these things. Then source. That will be empty. That also with the other one. That was called source and a live ASP. Jumping back to there. Huh. Okay. So if you go in here, 2020, this one. Can kill this again. Now go in here. There. Software in software. Now we want to add folder. Oh, we don't need that. If we just do something like copy this, go in here, all the way down, 2021 1102, empty, git clone. There it is. See software in software. There's the base. Make directory source. Make directory soft as in software.com. Git init. Git ignored in the same folder, I think. Git ignore is in the license readme, yeah. Git ignore there. Where is it? Come on, this one. Command prompt. .NET new git ignore. Then we have to copy all the sources in. Let's first see what this is doing. Git status. Yeah, brought in the git ignore. Add dot git status. Git remote. Git remote add options fetch. Git remote add options fetch name soft original status. Initial commit. Git status. Let's check the website. Refresh. Git ignore. The folders are not in there yet because it's ignoring empty folders, I think. So if I now copy the website in, source, there, open a new folder, file location, this should be the right one. Let's check the images. Yes, there's a face in there. This is still named web. Oh. Open with Notepad. Find web. Set find web. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if that still works. No. Don't want to share. I want to open it with 2022. Oh. Imports Razor. Why is it trying to do that then? Properties. There's no weapon there. Save. Close. Try that again. Open with 2022. Let's see if the same error occurs. Still not. Why is this not working? Soft as in software web. Nowhere. I don't have a clue where they put this. While attempting to open Import Razor. No. I wanted to copy this. Copy. None. Clean solution. close it. Yeah. Try again. Was it saved in here maybe? Open with Studio 2022. I think that's better. Yeah, Control F5. What's this? Let's change the CSS. Shift Del. There's the image gone. Yeah, that works. Oh, I lost my menu there. Where is my menu? Did it save the old one? No. Yeah, we did in here. Open with Notepad. What happened with the navigation there? Zero warnings. That's not right. That's also an error. That's wrong. That should be .com. Fix it once. Pages counter is there. Why is this not visible? It's also not hot reloading, I think. Oh, darn it. So this icon is not transparent. Did it just break here? It did. Good night. Good night. Save. Looks like it stopped working again. Let's try again. Stop this. Control F5. Because Control F5 should work. Let's see if that's different browser. Where's the Studio? Oh, move the wrong one to the left side. Good night. Now completely stopped working. Again. Which one is this? One connection. The menu is also breaking. What's with the menu then? It's also not breaking. Where am I running this then? It's a completely different location. No, where was I? Put a break on this. Yeah, I wanted to go in here somewhere. Soft testing software. .NET Watch. Night, save. Use because this is running, was running. This one. .NET watch. To the side. Good night. Now let's do hello. Save. That changes. Now I also want to see why my nav menu is not working. Why is this not working? Ctrl-Shift-I. Where's the navigation in here? Loading. Hot reload. Oh, there it is. Okay. But why is it gone now? Yep. That's the deployed website. NavBar, that's that one. items. No error, no warnings. Open iconic font, CSS, open iconic, bootstrap min, CS, that's right. No issues, but why is this not working? That's an old one because that's still green. How's that still green? Where's the app CSS? There's no green in here anymore. This is red. There is no navigation in here. Bootstrap. CSS bootstrap, bootstrap. CSS bootstrap. That's there. Let's go to the nav menu there. Main layout. There's nav menu. That's true. Because this is not in there now. Copy. Now it is, but now it's not loading. Now it's gone. Let's do 5. Common build. Now it's breaking. Now we have a menu. We have 2. This one works, the top one works, the bottom one does not. The bottom is the original. This one. So that's partly working. Let's see if all the things are right. Navigation, button, that's another div. It's matching with this one, navigation. Two divs. And where's the Jumbotron? Navigation div headers. Header. So that should be good. But this one is failing. Why is that one failing? Nav menu. I did not save this, by the way. Collapse. This is false. Let's try it again. We still have the image in there. Yeah. Control F5. Now it's working. So the initializer is failing. Now it's gone. Is that due to the counter menu item that I added? That should be okay. I have 2 active items. That's failing, I think. So let's delete the menu again. Where's the... Starts with Jumbotron. This one. All the way up to there. There's the body. Then we can remove the code again. Save. Alt reload is completely failing at this time, I think. Let's try it again, rebuild it. Is it in a break? Yeah, it's in a break mode. Dun, dun, dun. That's green again. Why is it green again? Well, at least menu is there now. But I don't understand the green, because I didn't think I put the green back in. Is it this one? X color. Yeah, that's the green one. One, two, three, four, five, six. Control F5. Saw the red flash. Nav menu. Let's call this Home Trainer. See, hot reloading is not working. It's not even rebuilding for some reason. See, this is not working. Now there are two. That's 5001. The other one? No. That's there only one. A strange message. Oh, there is a change in here. Home trainer, yeah. Train. Please wait until edit right click on each reference of references, choose properties. In properties for you, assign false to the end. That's nothing there. I think we need to close some things and try again. I think it was this one. No. Open with 2022 again. Let's clean this. Control F5. Home trainer. Save. Now it's working again. Simply rebooting it. Collapse nav menu is false. Start with false. So if we now make this smaller, that should toggle. It's not toggling. Also, the alignment is completely off. Home again. Nav menu, CSS class. Is that something I have in here? Yeah, there. True. Save. Now it's still in there. This is something related with this one. This is how it should be. Well, not completely, but at least it's aligned. Let's have a look here. What do we have? We have this brand button, that's the left face. This one. Then we have a button. I think that's the hamburger. Button, the hamburger is in the middle. Yeah, that's in the middle. How's that done with my other website? Dutch.net. Like this. So really, if it's expanded, it should turn the hamburger off. So whenever you move back, that it's also hidden. So it should look like this. Whenever the menu is returned, also the right logo returns. Now the menu returns, but this is vertical. How's that different? Well, let's have a look at the Bootstrap menu. NavBar, what's the Bootstrap version in here? Is the NuGet package? NuGet package? No. It's not, it's just a reference, I think. Bootstrap. In here. So where is decided what version of Bootstrap is picked? Version. Oh, oops! It is a preview version. You can see that. And it should be ready in a week from now. So let's copy all of this. Copy, make that, put it in Notepad for now. And now let's strip this a little bit. So we have an image. And we have a button. Let's remove the button. And then we have a class, something else. Menu CSS class. And we have a nav. item. Yep. What's the document format thing? Outlining, advanced. Control ED. That's what I did, wasn't it? You see, there's a user list thing going wrong. Not a user list. That's how's it called? No. Navigation div, that's the container and the jumbotron. Save. Let's Control F5 this. Why is starting counter at a different level? Shift I. Navlink, there's also Navlink, but this one is active. So whenever it's active, it's getting this strange layout. It's the only difference, I think, is that active. No, it doesn't matter. This one is 008. This one is 16008. Now 1608 pixels. Where's the CSS for that? Is this version independent? New version of Bootstrap 4. Bootstrap icons. Bootstrap 5. No. Documentation. NavBar. How it works. Starting with a brand. Starting with a brand. Brand text. NavBar. what's this container fluid doing thing? Copy, duplicate. Fluid containers. For a full width container spanning the entire width of the viewport. Containers. A default container sets a max width of a responsible breakpoint. Content here, responsive containers. Wide until small breakpoint. Responsive containers allow you to specify the class that is 100% wide until the specified breakpoint is reached, after which we apply max width for each the higher breakpoints. Use container fluid for a full width container spanning the entire width of the viewport. Says let's see if we can find the 16 in the code here something. That's the color. Dismiss boundary. Background. That's the jumbotron containing the background image. That's this one. This one. So there's double jumbotron then. This container. Nav item class link. That's the image again. Let's say that's the same as this one. Can we have multiple brand items in there? Brand item is outside the list apparently. The link image in between. And here, save it. Now the brand item is there. This is now taking full width. So this basically is okay, though the image should be centered. Class NavBar brand. This one is that. NavBar expand large. Something transparent. That's the complete NavBar. This one. That's the class, the brand thing. Then we have the image. It's aligned to the left, but that should be in the center. NavBar position relative. Find brand. Oh, this has its own NavBar menu razor. We're sneaking a CSS in there. Which one is this? That's the razor itself. And we have an underscore. Okay, let's kill this. To be sure that we have the right one. NavBar. Deep is not a valid pseudo element. Edit and continue failed. Okay. Yeah, it even killed the web app, I think. Nav item. The first one is having one REM top thingy there. And why is that? I don't want that. Also the last one, I don't want that either. This is an A-link. And the active one, the hovered one. So what does the deep thing mean? Copy, Google. The issue is it's not a valid pseudo element. Not a valid pseudo element. The CSS file of an ASP.NET Blazor app, and I use deep. VS emits warning valid validation CSS. Deep is not a valid pseudo element. Excuse me. You can add deep to the vendor specific extensions. I've added them to the Microsoft extension and it works. How do people know this? Yeah. So basically it's just okay. What does it even mean, deep? What's this? Component styles. Applying the deep pseudo class to any CSS completely disables view encapsulation for that rule. Pseudo. Deep and shadow. However, sometimes you want to have page level rules to manipulate the presentation of a component defined with their shadow DOM. In order to do this, you add deep to the CSS selector. I have no clue what it means. Keep going back to the same one over and over. I think I need to put this one to my watch list. Oh. It's not logged in here. Copy, let's put that in my notes. Let's take a note for this. It's called deep pseudo element. No clue what it's all about. So what if I just remove that? You can always put it back. So now, let's see. Font is something like this and padding is a half. Then we have each navigation item with a link in there and with the active link. Ctrl F5. Let's see if that still works. And why don't I get anything here? Ctrl F5 again. It's already slowly showing up here. Do it once more. It's running, but it's not running. Let's save this. Put it in downloads or something like that. Menu. data repos again. Solve this in software. Where is my repo? There. So you have empty folder source and stncast.nl with the items in there. Dub root. So where's the solution in here then? Is that in here? There's no solution. Here's the solution. Solution. Open this with 2019. Solution Explorer layer source. All this stuff is not showing. That's probably in here. Oh, there's not. So this is sneaking in the folder, source folder, the project in there. So if we do something similar, show where the asset thing is. Copy, let's copy that to local drive. Let's put it in C temp. Then open it with Photoshop. Let's see what's happening then. Trying to open this home background thing in Photoshop. Where's Photoshop? There. Oh, what's this? Okay. That's one of the source files from the .NET team. Interesting. That explains it. Why is it still in there? probably because no one had Photoshop at the time to discover that what is in there. So if we want to do something similar to this, we have this. There's the stuff in there. Let's open another window. See, data. T211102 there's 2 I think. No, there's the other one. There. Source. Soft as in software. That should contain all of this. If you compare that to this one in here, there's a source and the SDNcast stuff. There's the bin. So compare that to this one. Copy. Turn that over to here. It's already 11 o'clock. 11 p.m. already. That's this one. Now we have the solution. To bring the solution over, copy, and the solution should be in here, I think. And then we have to adjust this notepad. That should be source backslash software.com. And there's the project. And what's the project name? Open folder there. The project's also named like this. Solution, even the solution does not have anything in there. notepad thingy. There. It should be good. Let's try to open that. Open with 2022. That seems to be working. Control F5. Build arrows. We have to close it all, clean things. Clean it. That's what I did already, I think. Control build. That's failing. Main layout. Main layout. It's in the imports. It's this one. This is failing. Build. Another one. Building it again. Now it succeeds. Control F5. Let's see if it's working. There it is, and it's all nice and aligned. But now this scroller is failing. When it's in the middle, it's just removed, but that's the That should go below the image. So now let's split it up. Downloads. Come on, you can do it. Let's put the images back in. Like a brand. Images are already in there, but it's now part of the navigation. Is that here as well? It is, but it's a separate list. And only in the second one. Let's first take the counter out. And then make that another list item. Put the brand in there. Let's check, and because the last one is not a brand anymore, it's just another navigation item. Copy, paste, paste. Where does it go? There. So this is a separate list with a list item. And it's a navigation bar again. Let's see how that looks. Alignment is okay. I may even want to center the menu. When is this collapsing? Yeah. And why is it not collapsing underneath? the block. Can use this as a separate brand item maybe. Okay, so instead of focusing on this, for now, let's see if we can check it in. What does the MR auto mean? Google. Bootstrap. How to get someone to your page. Clickbait. MR auto margin easily adds auto margins to flex items, push items to the right, or push them to the left. MR auto, that's the first one. Item 2, item 3. Left, ML left. Push items to the left, all the other items. Oh, so the ML right, is it in here as well? Yeah, ML right pushes this one to the right. Let's check that if we remove this. What? Connection. Connection lost again. Control F5. See, now it's all to the left. So that explains it. So this one will go to the right. That's nice. Well, collapsing we have to do later on. And what I wanted to see if things like profiles are left out. That's right. So if I close this and close this, this. Now let's see if we can do some deploying to the website, because the current one stored in the deployed web app that's solved as in software. That's completely different. Oh, there's a header in there. I need something in my header as well. So let's see if we can deploy this just for kicks. Publish. Self-contained. Let's publish this. See what's going on. This will completely ruin my website, but who cares? We'll fix it the next time. Building, check if your application will run successfully. Even my water runs out. That's a sign that we have to stop. It takes quite some time. I think it takes really much too long. Require that, but only supports deployment mode self-contained. That's what I have. You could see that. Some things are happening. Configuration release. So obviously this is all manual deployment, and we need to get this in CI/CD, automatic deployment, and signing in, signing out, whatever. Once succeeded. So now let's see what do we get here. This will fail because the URL still works. Okay, good. Let's also look at soft as in, I fixed that with the return address. Oh, here with the menu. There it is. Still working. Blog. Scroll down. That's working. The about page. It's a crappy website, but that will be much better later on. Yeah, so we have a deployment right now. Now we have to check things in. "44 changes. Yeah, so let's have a look at this. Close this. Let's do it on the prompt. Let's see, data repos, and then software in software. No. 2021 in here. CMD. Git status. It adds everything. Git status. I think it should also exclude some of these things, but let's have a look at it later on. What I want to try is git commit commit first web deploy git status clean. Now let's put the proof in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. Go to GitHub. There we have something like my repositories, software in software.com. Clone this, copy, now go to a new folder. 2021 11 02-3 cmd git clone, things like this. Software in software, and it's not in there. Why is it not in there? I didn't push it. Come on, guys. Git push. Let's try getting this again. Try again. And clone it again. Now we have some source and a solution. Let's try running this. There. Open this with 2022. Taking some time to load. Control F5. Yes, and it's working. Oh, that's the block page. Good. Code checked in and deployed. If we go to softsoftware.com, there's the same website. I still need to remove the red color from this there. You don't see it anymore. Nice, cool. And there's even this link to the .NET survey. Nice. So we actually, oh, there was my mic again. So we actually really create some progress here. What we've been looking at is still a bit unstable, the hot reloading for Blazor, that is. It's a tricky thing. You have to either use Control F5 to do the debugging, or you have to debug and then the hot reload is done by .NET Watch. So it's either one or the other. And what we've seen is that sometimes even the IDE is crashing, and but it's still in preview. So who is there to complain? I think we are not. So thanks everyone for watching this show again, and let's wrap this up with a nice outro. See you later. I think I'm not sure if I will be there on Thursday because there's a soccer match going on. I have to attend that live in stadium, if we are still allowed, because I haven't seen the press announcement yet from the government with the new COVID-19 measurements, and I think some things will be locked down again. But so maybe I will be here tomorrow again to do the second stream, and instead of Thursday. But let's see how that goes. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.